Today's email question is all about service level management in relation to continual service improvement. Because the question that came in this morning was, if service level management is part of your design activities, then why is the process of service level management also mentioned in continual service improvement? So how does that work? So let's have a quick look at the process of service level management, where there is a communication flow between the clients and the IT organization. So the client has needs, the client has requirements, as we call them. So these are the client requirements. And those client requirements may or may not be in line with the IT services that are designed and delivered. So it really comes down to what's in the service catalog, what are the services that we currently deliver, and whether or not that is in line with the client requirements. So as part of the service level management, and this is really when you design your services, when you design your service levels and your service level agreements, this is where you start negotiating and discussing on how the IT services can support the client requirements. So what is it that you need and what is it that we can offer? So this is your negotiation. And negotiation of service levels and service level requirements, that could be a couple of weeks work, a couple of months, sometimes a year. So, but you need to put a line in the sand. Sometimes you just have to say, okay, this is what we can offer, this is what we can do. So the end result of this negotiation is your service level agreement. Service level agreement. Or SLA for short. So in your SLA, you not just negotiate on the requirements that are serviced by the IT services, but you also negotiate on a reporting structure. So what are the reports that go back to the client? How often do we send these reports? How detailed should we create these reports? And also, what are the reporting requirements from IT? Because as an IT organization, you have reporting needs as well. You need to know exactly what activities are being performed within the IT organization. You need to know exactly whether that is within your SLA levels, whether you're in danger of breaching your levels, or if you have indeed breached your levels. So all this is part of setting up your service level agreement documents. So let's put a line in the sand there. So from this point forward, what we really now start to do is an operations. Within your operations, you actually start to deliver the services. So this is where you start to measure. This is where you start to analyze and report. So the report in here is purely a decision on how we are going to create reports. Reports in here is when you're actually doing your reports. In here is when you are actually delivering the services and you're running into all sorts of issues with the service, and you need to measure your metrics come in play here as well. You need to figure out exactly how your services are being delivered in relation to the agreed service levels that you've agreed upon earlier. So once you know, now that you know exactly what is happening in operations, now you can think about how are we going to improve this. So how are we going to improve this? What do we need to improve? Do we need to improve the actual process? Do we need to improve the process of coming together? This negotiation process, is that what we need to improve? Do we need to improve the services that are mentioned here in the service catalog? Do we need to improve the way we deliver the services? Do we need to improve the way we measure and report? So the reporting and admin component of the actual process. So all this red stuff, all the questions about how do we improve, what metrics can we improve on, all that is part of CSI. So it's still part of your service level management process, but it is part of the CSI, continual service improvement component of service level management, to improve the way you run your process, to improve the way you run your services, to improve the way you run your IT organization as a whole. So we have a design component where we design the process, we design the reporting system, we design the agreed service levels and all the documents that come with it. We have an operations component where we actually deliver the services and we start measuring, analyzing and reporting on the services based on metrics that are set in continual service improvement. And those metrics are all about how do we know that these services are delivering what they're supposed to be delivering, and how can we improve this whole process and the services and the reporting structure. So there you have it, service level management, not just forward looking, but also operations, measuring your current systems and service delivery, as well as looking into the future on how to improve the delivery of IT services.